morning. Crypto pirates, welcome. It's Wake Up Hex. Wake the captain up, Hex. All right, you scurvy dog. I wanted to make sure people knew that this wasn't a mutiny, that I was giving the fucking wheel over to you.
No, well, KNTX took the rudder with him. He went to Black Hawk and is enjoying the length and girth of the community in Black Hawk.
All right, man. I'm gonna exit. I'm gonna let you guys have at it. Let's bring in all the fellas. Look at this. Look at this crew.
The skeleton crew.
Let's fuck some shit up.
Did we lose the Frenchman?
We did. Our special guest.
Where is he? Our special guest.
He was gonna comprise 30 minutes of this stream. Now we got nothing.
I was just about to just sit back and relax and listen.
It's gonna be a short one.
That's what you do anyway, Markable. What are you talking about?
No, come on. That's true. I bring colorful commentary.
All right. Well, I'll stick around for a quick second and make sure Steph, if he comes back in, I'll bring him up. Or was he?
He's looking really sexy with his neck beard. I think it's a really.
You know
really
what,
good
dude?
look.
I wouldn't be talking to you guys either if I was sitting out there on the beaches of France, man. He's in this beautiful freaking French freaking Riviera place on the beach. Just, I mean, man, I'd be so out of not wanting to be in here. That's for sure.
I think there was more than just sun going on in that spa town, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I heard the little ladies wrestling around at some point. That's pretty cool. Well, you know, it comes with the language and the South of France attitude, so it's okay. I'm going to code a little bit, and I'll go in the pool and get in with my little girlfriend upstairs.
Yeah, I think it sounded more like a menage a hex going on over there. Oh, all right, guys. Well, man, what's going down? What's happening this morning?
Well,
already afternoon.
Yeah. It was a kind of an interesting wake up. Richard gave out a tweet that said, "Hey, this shitcoin is giving you an airdrop that you can sell." And I'm like, "Wow, what's going on?" And sure enough, my sordid past has caught up with me, but in a positive way, finally. All the money that I lost in a shitcoin called, rhymes with grandpa wart, it now is giving me a governance token drop that I learned how to liquidate quickly and throw right into Hex.
Nice. I never used that thing, so
nor should you. No, you shouldn't.
I don't even know what it is.
Wouldn't it be nice if like all the dark alleys that you spent your money in, you got like airdrop some freaking dollar bills or something? I'd be a very, very wealthy man.
I would be down.
It's like, hey, RG3, you know that money you spent in that alley in Santa Ana down there? We're going to drop you some cash because you spent some money down there.
No, you lost more like you lost your wallet, you got mugged, and then you got taken in the back alley and done over, and we're going to give you 50 cents.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess.
I thought you were already paid in the dark alley.
Oh. Zing!
All right.
Depends on what time of the season it was.
Sure.
All right, gentlemen, let's see. Hey, what's happening, Duke? Let's say hello to the chat room real quick. Who's in there? Cabana. Look at Cabana. Look at these guys. I'm in the wrong channel. DC Maverick. Yeah, yay, everything. Who else is in here? Super Hex. Duke of Crypto. The Orth Wonder Shit token. Where is crypto sitting right now? Actually, I'd like to let me pull up the nomics. Did the Bitcoins is still down? I don't know. How long is it going to stay like this?
I hear that the influencers and people that draw nice triangles say that it's double bottomed and we could potentially have a nice rise in the entire crypto sphere. So that's not a bad thing for us.
Oh, did they draw a nice triangle?
They did. They did it like this kind of.
I've been waiting on that, man. Triangle.
Yeah.
Time for another TA tweet from Captain.
Yeah, Captain. Where's
Yeah,
your
yeah,
TA,
yeah. A
man?
double bottom, huh? Okay, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
I can put a
Okay,
double
I'll
bottom
work on that.
together.
Can you put that together?
Yeah, I'll put a double bottom.
Maybe you can maybe you can Photoshop two booties like this.
Mhm.
And then make a double. Maybe you
Wow,
can just
yeah.
make a picture of your own ass and then just put it there.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh.
It's just a trick. Markable wants to see your booty. That's all.
Also, while you're at it, just write your private key on your ass and then do it. That would be nice.
Markable's been tripping like
That's a-
just before we came on tonight, so the residual type of
Dude,
coming
that's a
down.
double win. I see his ass and I get his money. It's like a really nice.
Surely it's the other way around. You should be paying him to see his ass.
Well, once he gives me the private keys, I'll pay him some money.
Yeah, no. Those are the final word is secured in the keist.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I'll put the other ones on. But
So what did you find? You were looking at where's crypto now? What's your
what's
your
my
version?
you want my well
yeah, I want your
so
opinion.
so Bitcoin's down. I don't think it's coming back. ETH is looking a little better, but it's getting its ass handed to it by freaking BNB. Everybody wants BNB now. I don't know why they want BNB. It's just another promise, right? Ripple, why?
Did it
I've
pump
always said
again?
why. No, it's down a little bit, but why? Just why? Tether, of course, it's popular, but it's, I don't know why that thing won't pump. It just won't pump. It just stays there at $1 all the time. Let's see here. The big C, more promises. I talked about that last night. Did you guys hear what I said I had to say about the big C?
Can you go over that again? Because I thought it was good.
Well, I mean, the bottom line is that all of these coins, the bigs, right? So the ICOs we lost all the ICOs in 2017, 18. They all went away because they were all lying, cheating, or conniving, right? But the bigs sat there still, and the bigs promised all of these things. They promised they were going to do this and they were going to do that. Even ETH did it too, and they had 3 years to get their shit together, and they didn't. They failed. And Richard went to work. For 3 years, and he built HEX, and he built something really good and solid. And they all had that same opportunity, but they rested on their laurels and they didn't. So what that tells me is that they failed. DeFi or the DEXs are really the only thing that's come out of this bull market. Some of them mostly were scams. It was very easy to scam with this whole DeFi project. So it's really left people with their heads spinning. I just think we have a whole nother dose of what happened in 2017. It just got a new skirt. You know what I mean? It's like the same trick, but a new skirt. And that's what DeFi did. Now DeFi was the advancement of crypto, I believe. I believe all the old ones are getting left behind now, and DeFi is going to be the new way of the future. And HEX is leading the way in that. I just don't think DeFi got its just rewards this time around, because all the bigs were still trying to pump, and they're still lying and promising. I mean, look at what they did. They said, "Oh, we're gonna have smart contracts now. We're gonna do this now. We're gonna do that now," and they didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't. And so it's like, we just want part of this pump so that we can go and go away again. And until crypto gets smarter, until we get more mass adoption with more intelligent people, I mean, we can look at the whole thing, take a step back and know. Problem is, a lot of us are emotionally attached to our bags if we have any of that shit. So we still kind of in a way want it to pump, but then in a way we understand that it should be going away, and that DeFi should be taking over, and products like HEX should be taking, the front of the whole, the lead on this. Who we got here? Oh my God, look at this guy. Where's he been?
Hello.
Hey, just Peter.
I've
So-
been working hard.
That's not
running
Steph.
my what?
Yeah. Well, now you disrupted me, so be quiet. So that's where we're at today. Is we've got this. This is a weird pump, man. It's weird because the old coins, they're really useless because they didn't do anything. They haven't changed, you know. And DeFi is here, and DeFi is the way of the future for crypto. But it didn't get its real pump, I don't think. So now when we do have a bear market, who's going to do the work? That's the real question. You know, who's going to do the work during this next bear market, and what is crypto going to look like after that? And how do you position yourself today to take advantage of that? Because the freaking winter's coming. It's coming. We know these things don't go up forever, especially like it's gone up. So it's gonna take maybe they do have this double bottom and they get a pump, right? But what's going to happen after that? You guys all know what's coming after that. And so how do you position yourself for the next one? Where's crypto going? Where is it going to be? You know, is this Doge thing, you know, set up to fuck these guys up? You know, I almost think it feels like that. Like, let's put Doge out there, which is crap, and let's, you know, start regulating it once it wrecks everybody, because there's so many Tuckers involved now, and I mean, imagine all the 16-year-olds that have crypto.
Oof. Yeah.
Imagine all the
So many
16-year-olds that stole their parents' fucking credit cards that are in that shit now. That's a petri dish for fuck up right there. You know, so there's some shit that they can come at crypto with now that I think has been set up. So that's just my opinion.
Captain, I saw a commercial just yesterday that really made my skin crawl. There's a little you know, credit card with training wheels in the States, right? That you can you can okay kids to spend a certain amount of spending limit. You give it to them, they have responsibility, they go out and you get an approval text or something and you get to click it. Oh, he's getting drugs, it's okay, approved. but the twist that pissed me off is now they're marketing it with, you know, hey, little kids of 13 up, you can pick your own stonks now, and your parents can approve them just as easily as giving you the cash to spend at the penny arcade. Come on, man, it's ridiculous. That's the harbinger of death right there. Yeah,
and it's
the end is near.
It's just like the liar loans and make it easy for people to get wrecked. Is what it is. It's leverage. It's all that crap, and now they want to feed it to the kids.
I just hear so many people already talking about all kinds of stuff they shouldn't be talking about. Like, people are investing shit when they have no business investing stuff right now. Like, most people don't have shit build up. Like, they need to fix their life instead of gambling. And it feels like it's not even gambling. It feels like those people are the intellectual ones. For them, they think they're kind of gaming the system or whatever.
Yeah. Well, they're taking 13-year-olds, like, for instance, Wales in the
that's a whole different story as well. Kids, like,
yeah. I mean, Wales is an experienced trader. He works in the real stock market world, in the trading world. Those guys are fucking seasoned professionals. They have been analyzing charts and stocks for years and decades and decades and decades. They have so much data that they can go by to learn to actually try and game the system. And they're not successful all the time. You know, it's very, very skilled field. And now we're putting 13-year-olds, giving them charting tools and telling them they can go do the same thing.
And they're getting their advice off TikTok. Like, you know,
exactly. It's a recipe for disaster. You know, the professionals have a hard enough time surviving in that field, let alone putting 14-year-olds to have access to it and think that they can, you know, and here's some leverage and here's some, I mean, it's so fucking deadly, so deadly and dangerous.
But it's in that way, you already also see the how worthless the dollar is or how big the inflation is, because nowadays you don't like, everyone is investing, everyone's trying to get as much as possible, and it's all possible. Like everything is so inflated right now, just not even when we're just talking about money, but just the whole feeling of doing this and how easy it is to do it and how everyone is doing it, and you get your advice from TikTok and all that nonsense, and it's just going to wreck so many people, while the price of things also goes up. Like people are going to get crushed, not even that they just lose their money, but also that the inflation goes up as well.
I mean, they already are, aren't they? Because the other day when Bitcoin dropped, like there was 8 billion worth of liquidations across like the exchanges. So like these people are getting fucked already. Like
Yep. Yeah, it's not going to end well. That's all I can say. Some people got rich off it, and those are the people that have been around for a long time that know what they're doing.
The exchanges.
And well, they're automatically going to get rich. You know, more and more people that get liquidated, the richer and richer they're going to get. So, what do you got there, Crafty? Is that our chart?
It looks better than his face. Keep that in front of your face. That's better.
All right, gentlemen. Well, I'm going to leave you guys be, because I'll sit here and steal your show, and I don't want to.
Not at all. Not at all. If you want to hang, you hang. This is always good to have somebody in the captain's seat, right?
Yes, some guidance.
Some guidance.
Yeah.
You guys. If I'm your guidance, you guys are in a sorry fucking state, man. I'm just letting you know that.
I've been following you all the time, man. Like you, when you said buy HEX, I bought HEX. That's everything you do.
That's the only thing I've said. What the fuck?
Hey. I've been following, man.
I used to watch you on TV when I was a kid.
I've got one thing under my belt, and that's my X, man. That's it. And you know, it's a good one, but you know, all the rest of the stuff is just garbage, man. Oh, geez. All right, guys. I am gonna let you go. I'm gonna go get some more coffee, and I got to go do the just over broke thing and go get that taken care of. But you guys have a good damn time, and don't hit any rocks, Papa.
Oh, I like done. Yeah, like this,
Don't
right? Okay, something like that.
He's going to hit rocks, man.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys, man. You guys are the best. Take care.
Swim.
Thanks, Captain.
You're the best.
Bye.
Okay.
The fanboying over RG.
Hey, Crafty, you didn't give the line. You know, wait. We're nothing without you. That was the funniest thing.
Wait, what?
So this is going to segue to my rant. So maybe we shouldn't like come up with this one first. But
welcome to the show, guys. Okay, go. I want to hear it, Papa B.
All right, I'll let Crafty regale you of the journey that we were on together in silence, listening to the.
Don't bring me into this.
Yeah, come on. Hey, the mic is yours, man. Go ahead, go for it. If you don't like the way it ends, just make up another ending. No one will know.
Is he going to talk
Are
about
we
shares?
talking about voice chat issue?
Yes. Yeah. No, the issue. No, the one with the don't go. We're nothing without you.
Oh no!
Okay,
you ruined that one. No. Let's just move on.
Forget it. We'll move on. Look, guys, I'm going to start off with a serious rant. Something that I really want to say. This is the platform. This is the way that I want to get through to people. I'm very sorry to be very serious at this moment, but something really triggered me about last night. This time, I was listening to the voice chat, which is a great thing on Telegram. We all can agree this has been like a big breakthrough that we can have 24/7 connecting with other Hexicans. It's great, isn't it? It's awesome. You get all sorts of characters in there. People seeking knowledge is probably the most important thing. Can we agree? It's debatably, it's the most important thing that it's set up for, so that people that don't know what the hell they're doing or want more information about Hex can get it. By connecting up with the community, right? Can we agree?
It's a really easy and quick way to really get your question through, because if you have like, if you ask your questions in text, it can get really messy with everyone talking, and then just one person probably will answer your question, and then you have to type again something because you can't really have a conversation. You need answers out of a conversation, not a question answer kind of thing. And the voice chat really works well for that, man.
Yeah, I entirely agree, and that's the reason that it's there, and it ought to be used as such. But what happened last night, and I'm not going to name names, but the person that I'm going to talk about knows who the hell they are, and I want everyone to pass judgment on this and open up the discussion. Maybe I'm way off base, but shame on you.
I'll just leave now.
So there are a couple of hexicans are having a nice little discussion about, this and that, PulseChain, thinking about what's going to happen. And then a guy comes in who's just bright-eyed and excited to be there. Probably he's about my age. Sounds like he's in his 40s. The guy is a security officer, and he's from New York, and he's just he's excited to be part of this whole thing, but he's just confused. He's struggling with, as he describes, being able to connect up his bank account with Uniswap. And that shows that he really needs help from the foundation up, right? He doesn't know that it's not an on-ramp, right? So the guys kind of, they laugh. They say, look, yes, that's not an on-ramp. What you need is this and that and the other. But then something fucked up happens. And that is, one of the gentlemen says, hey, I'm going to throw this out there, and I'm going to give it 5 seconds. If anybody listening has a problem with it, I won't say it, but I'll tell you what, I will, for $20 an hour, I'll lead you through all this stuff. Now, I've never screwed up myself. I've never had a bad transaction or anything like that. I'm not going to lose your money. You keep your keys. It's okay. But $20 an hour, I think it's fair. I'll help you through this whole thing.
What?
And my jaw dropped. And before I could, get out of bed, and where I could, yell and everything like that, they kind of adjourned the conversation. This guy's grateful. He's like, oh, I'm thinking about going to Vegas, and we can see you, and I'll definitely DM you and get on your plan. It sounds great. Oh yeah, by the way, I only want HEX. So you're going to attach your fucking self to the free knowledge that we should be feeding to people. If you're on that chat, that's what it's for. If we're attaching yourself to this guy's ability to enjoy the product and make profit with the product, and you're willing to accept, instead of dirty fiat, you want to get the actual product itself. You want that appreciating asset. You're going to take that joy from him as well, at the rate of some measly $20 an hour. To do what? To teach him how to participate with us in this process with the product that the giving tree of crypto, Richard Hart, gifted to us. And you can't be a fucking giving branch. Thank you. I'm open to any other suggestions as to whether or not this is acceptable or not. Gentlemen?
Be a volunteer to do it for free then.
What?
Sorry, one at a time, guys. Honestly. What?
I think it should be bannable offense, if you ask me.
I was heartbroken.
It's a bad vibe. It's a stain on the image of the product, of the project, of the community, and it's off-putting. And yeah, we don't want that. We don't need that.
If you don't have the time, or you think that your time is worth too much, and you don't want to teach the plebs how to use an on-ramp or how to get
your
started.
Time is worth so much, you're not going to charge $20 an hour.
Right. It's a paltry sum, right?
That,
it's an insulting sum for everybody all around. But it sounded like this guy didn't make so much money, and you want him to, we're going to break the chains of everyone equally. Richard's, forking to look out for the little guy, meaning probably us, except for Henry, of course. And
I would like to segue from this real quick and offer you, Papa B, an opportunity to learn how to scratch your right eyebrow for 50,000 hex an hour. Would you like that? I would really like to offer you that knowledge.
Pretty good deal, dude.
Next level understanding.
Is this my eyebrow?
No, not this way. No,
just stop trying, man.
Is that the eyebrow?
You see, you need him.
I will coach you
this guy. This guy.
Okay, and you accept hex only, yeah? Okay. Yeah. Okay. I get it.
And I will teach you how to get that hex and get it to him. Yeah.
Oh, for another cut, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course.
I only charge 20%.
And I will
You
teach you
gotta
how
charge me
to.
more than I'm getting from Papa B. It only makes sense that way.
But look, I'm if I'm hanging out in chat and you're too, it's too much of a strain on you and you think you have to be compensated for it. I'm not compensated for any of this crap. I'm happy to be here. If you have a pleb or a noob that's on the stream when I'm listening in, just tag me. I'll take them. I'll take them publicly.
Dude, I created a whole entire.
I'll take them publicly.
I created an entire free course for this shit. You're an idiot if you're going to charge $20 an hour to tell someone, hey, you need to on-ramp on Jump and High, man, and then go here. Dude, what?
Yeah, right.
This is a classic thing of a lot of people do a lot of work for pennies, where they could also just sit on their ass and do nothing and probably earn more in some way. You need to build something instead of even the thing that he charges per hour also already indicates that he doesn't really understand money or business or making money. Like, you can do way better than that. So if the person that did that is listening right now, stop doing that shit, man. Like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Read some books on business and try to build your own stuff. Stop leeching off of this product that is amazing and start doing your own stuff, man. Add some value to this world. That's literally just leeching off of the whole system. You're not bringing anything.
Lazy and sloppy. You're right, Mark.
Yeah, you're
lazy
just
and sloppy.
Yeah, you're
Plus,
just
new people pump your bags. Like, so, if you're on board someone and they on board someone else, like, this is helping the whole ecosystem and it's helping you out long term.
Yeah,
like, you don't need monetary reward. You're getting reward enough in HEX.
No, that's the whole thing. That's the whole. There are so many principles you could stick on this problem. Like, also just a short-term, long-term thinking. It's fucking stupid to ask someone $20 for someone that will put economic value in the system when you just teach the person. That's where the whole voice chat is for. And you can also just tag someone else in the chat or whatever, and just say, hey, could anyone maybe explain this? Or you could also just say, hey, go to YouTube and type this in. Done. Like, you don't need to hold people's hands, even if they ask to. You can also just send them a link, and that's it. It's not even your responsibility. And to charge 20, I don't want to talk about that too much, but
I'm shocked and surprised.
It's idiotic, man. It's fucking idiotic.
The whole crypto space needs more onboarding, not like charging fees for.
You would think that a financial and economic revolution would have smart people in it. But like, we have a lot of smart people, but we have way more dumb people, or at least the dumb people are shouting the loudest.
The dumb people are shouting the loudest.
That's always the case. Yeah. But smart people need to shout a little bit more, I think.
Right on. Oh, and by the way, it just came to me. Doesn't when you do this kind of hand-holding for hire, doesn't this put you in the role of a middleman? You're creating your own middleman slice out of the whole equation, and that's absolutely not what we're here.
Hey, you're being a leech to the system, and that's what we want to get rid of.
Right on.
So,
okay,
Mr. $20 an hour, please sell your bags and stay. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay. Goodbye. Markable has spoken. All right. Thanks.
I really don't like this stuff, man.
Thanks. All right. So I got that off my chest. Yeah. And now it's all fun and games, everyone. Go ahead. What's going on?
It's hard to follow up with some fun.
I'm depressed now, so.
I'm depressed now. I haven't thought about this. God damn it. I could have earned so much.
I was only charging $10 now, so
well,
I didn't realize I could double my money.
Just double it, man. Could have made it 2x.
Charge him in Ampleford. God damn it!
This is also a thing. Like, I don't want to tell anyone that your stack is small, but I have friends that went into some coins that I told them not to, and they did it anyways, and now they made way more money than I did, or way more access than I did, because that's currently what the crypto space is doing. Dumb money is currently being kind of rewarded on the short term. Again, short term. But anyway, friends of mine made more X's than I did. But then they get into the crypto space with $100. So they get a 10x and you get $1,000. That's nothing, man. Like, depending on where you live, I guess. But that if you would have put in 1,000, that would be $10,000. And again, depending on where you live, but almost everyone can miss $1,000, right? A lot of people continuously play it small, or where they could go at least a little bit bigger. You don't have to go all in, because that's stupid as well. But don't go sit on both on one of the extremes of the spectrum. Why would you put in so little money? Because it's not going to do anything. You're either going to lose $100 and it doesn't hurt then, or you're going to win like maybe $1,000 then, right? But if you go too big and then you lose it all, right? So what I would do is sit in the middle. That's what I'm doing, at least. Like, that's way better, because then it can actually change lives. And if you get wrecked, then you'll just build it back up. You won't get completely wrecked.
Well, the question is, did your friends take profit? Or will they hold to zero?
No, they like right now, and that there was another topping signal that I saw. Like they were just investing in nonsense, and then it went up more than I told them it would. And now they're like, I told them, dude, sell this shit, man. This is terrible. And they said, nope, huddle, man, huddle.
All the way back down.
And we went back to 2017, and I was like, yep, I was right there with you, but now I'm not. I'm really happy I was in 2017, man. That taught me a lot, and it's just a shame, man.
I think it's the easiest way to lose money, like investing a little bit in lots of coins. Because like you never really make that much when it goes up, even if it does like a 20x or whatever. Man. And then if you hold on to them like I did in 2017, you just watch the paper gains just disappear over like 20 coins. It's like, and then you're sitting on just worthless coins.
Yeah, didn't they say that if you invested $100 in the top 100 tokens in 2017, by the middle, even the middle on the way down in 2018, you would have still had $1 million. But I did the math, and understanding that you have to have all these crazy wallets to maintain back then. We didn't have the ease of operation that we do right now. We don't have the DEXs. We don't have any of this stuff. It would be like taking a little bit, and you didn't have gas problems back then, right? But you had all these freaking wallets to maintain and all these little amounts to watch go up and down, and they went crazy. There was never really a time when they were all up and you could just get out for that million. So you're right.
And the exchanges, like dodgy exchanges, like I mean, Binance is now a dodgy exchange which sells you anything. But like in those days, everything went on these like really weird exchanges beforehand, which obviously then you had to understand how you were doing it and buying it. I mean, I've got many a token that like I bought on like terrible decentralized exchanges back in the day that now are probably still in wallets somewhere, but they never ever left those exchanges, and they've like probably next to no value.
Mm-hmm. I had one called IDEX. That never had any volume whatsoever. It was like, even the popular tokens would like trade like once a day. You'd see somebody fill like half an order, and it's terrible. But here we are in the age of everything is going to pump again soon. Crafty's looking at his chart and he's staring right at that green candle. Is that
up?
He's buying it. He's pumping it. He's doing the DS pump.
Hey, Papa, should we do it what we did in the green room? Wait.
Oh, no, it's not going to line up this time. Oh, there we go. Pump it up. Pump it up, Crafty. All right.
Do the hand.
Got to put the hands up.
I'm missing the hand.
Line it up. There we go. There you go. Pump it up. Pump it up.
No.
Oh, this is great. This is the The top of
We're not lined up
eyebrow
perfectly.
humor. There we go.
I couldn't record it last green room, but this is what happens in green rooms, guys.
Yeah, this is the creativity unleashed, and this is what you pay to see.
Yeah, good stuff.
Monkey Butler and cut off heads and bodies that don't match and fun. We're very, very, very highbrow. What was that about stupid people speaking the loudest, but maybe dancing also now?
Yeah, I never said that I was smart. I'm
Of
just
course.
doing my thing.
Very
Don't
good,
listen to
very
me.
good.
Just
Markable, you're just smart enough to buy Hex. That's all.
That's all you have to be.
Yeah, that made me really smart. Like, really smart. Now I can code and shit. I can do everything just because I bought Hex. That's how it works. I just also saw the Matrix with Papa B at the second Hex movie night.
Oh, and Hex Mac is in the chat, so you can address him as well. He set the whole thing
with
up.
Hex Mac, yeah.
Yeah, Hex Mac has got a thing for Trinity. We learned that yet again.
the more letter, the better.
Oh yeah. Yep. That's fun stuff. You see, that's the beauty of the community. We're starting to, again, Hex was. I thought it was going to be this boring, dry, investment vehicle / CD on the blockchain stuff, and it's turned out to be so complex, and it's only going to be exponentially more complex with game theory coming up with this. Let me put this in quotes now. PulseChain that's going to come out. It's going to rip the crypto universe apart and have a antimatter explosion with Ethereum. Does anybody have any thoughts on that? Because I'm just not sleeping anymore. I'm just trying to piece things together and figure out what the hell is going to happen. We're going to war, guys.
If you go to the PulseChain chat, see the pin topic by Richard, this thought experiment,
the new one,
and who figures out what X is, then
yeah, that's what we need to know, right?
that's what we need to know.
What is X?
Yeah, but Crypto Coffee has a good theory that it's some kind of AA token. Did you guys see it? Or
Yep.
Yeah, I saw something. It's just kind of hard for me to understand, to really put those puzzles together. It's weird. Getting complicated, man.
Peter, let's break it down for Remarkable. And
Okay,
whoever's got the loud mic or headphones,
yeah, there's some
just as loud as Peter's whistling snot from the other episode.
Get over it.
There's some feedback. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Someone, I think
Henry is holding.
Yeah.
It's probably Henry, because Henry doesn't have money to invest in a proper setup.
This is a new mic.
Well, it's always the
That's the problem. It's a new mic
from an alley, man.
It's fine. Peter, break it down for Markable in a Markable level type of explanation. What's going to go happening?
I get most of it, but
in 4 months.
I would like to hear what you guys think of it as a kind of conclusion that you got out of the text that we read.
Basically what Crypto Coffee said, that there's going to be probably some AA type of release, and you will be able to buy this X with ETH, Bitcoin, and X. And that's basically it. Then this ERC20 of X, when Pulse will exist and be online, then more Pulse will be dropped for the holders of this X. Mm-hmm. So that's how I understand.
So X will be different from Pulse. Pulse will be what I read. Pulse would be the gas token.
Pulse will be ETH. Just people who will basically.
Yeah, so you pay Pulse then for gas-ish, right or no?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think the latest one was
Pulse is different from X, right?
Yes. But
then
after launch, after this AA type of thing, holders of X will be dropped like this huge amount of not huge amount, but basically I don't know what the ratio will be. Some amount of Pulse
for gas for transactions. To using transactions, I guess. Then.
Yeah, but this X will be just one-off token probably that will be used. That won't be used any. That won't have any use.
Oh, it will only be used to get an airdrop.
Yes,
because that's how you separate the people that earn it, than just everyone. That's how you separate the people that deserve to get it from the people that just want free money. Right? Because that's what Richard wanted to do. Yeah.
Yes. And
but then Pulse will be like the coin that will basically be ETH, as in it will go up in value. It's not the
probably.
Yeah, because we also had a theory, right, about a gas token that would just be just what Neo had at some point or whatever.
Oh, that's that's reverting back to
KNTX was that same.
That was me. Idea. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, and some time ago I wrote in the chat that maybe it will be a good idea to just do some AA type of launch where you could buy Pulse for HEX like that. And the idea behind that was that people who want to get rid of HEX would not dump the price of HEX, but would buy Pulse instead.
Plus, more people will buy HEX to get Pulse. Yeah. What I would think is, if you want to get X, the one that we don't know, if you can buy X with Bitcoin, Ethereum, or HEX, wouldn't it be a good thing if you would have a multiple when you buy it with HEX? Because then more people will buy.
Would be good.
Yeah, because then more people will go into X with HEX, so then the price of HEX goes up. It's not smart that we started to call the unknown coin X.
X that you can buy with HEX.
All right, I'll let that slide.
I'm confused, bobbed, but yes.
Can I flex now?
Yeah.
A little bit. Guess who had an idea about Pulse? Richard actually found funny. This guy.
Oh, yeah.
So
what's so funny? Come on, do it.
This guy.
My idea was, imagine we play 4 more weeks game forever and ever and ever, and Richard just launches this fork under completely different brand, unrelated, anonymously, as soon as it is ready. And then he keeps playing 4 more weeks game with Pulse. He gets bypasses all the hate, all the gatekeeping, and as soon as adoption is where he wants it to be, he's like, "Surprise, motherfuckers!" Or he can remain anonymous, or like there are several options with that, or he can just leak the info out somehow that he is behind this thing if he wants to, or there are several options there. But that's the way to bypass, because whatever we are doing with Pulse right now, hexagons will not benefit in any major way. They will not be like a special class of beneficiaries on that chain. It's just another participant, another ERC20 token. No, I think it's a good idea. I like that approach. But yeah, that's kind of sneaky way, cheeky, crafty way of bypassing some of that nasty stuff.
And what was Richard's response to your amazing idea in text form?
Oh, I already have a tattoo here on my forearm. He said that would be funny. That would be funny. It was not low. I was counting for a low.
He said,
"I'll get there. I'll get there." I barely made it. I barely made him low, but
he almost got the lol. But
you should call yourself barely lol. Might be better.
Yeah, but what do you think? Like the sneaky approach. What do you think about that?
Makes no sense. No.
Peter's confused.
I want to buy Pulse when it launches, so I don't agree with this approach at all. I plan on buying some Pulse, watching it do 100x,
And
I want free money.
And we buy it.
Then I let you buy it, but off me.
I like the idea. I like the idea of buying it. It's strange for me to be saying that because I'm a cheap bastard, but I actually think it's a great idea. Oh, we have Steph.
Look at that.
He's made it on.
How did he get in?
Hello.
Hey, Steph.
What's up, man?
Okay, someone let me in. That's so nice.
All right.
Unexpectedly.
How
What's the
doing,
hap?
guys?
Yeah.
I thought you were joining from the beginning, man.
No, I had a meeting, right?
Right.
Some of us work here, so.
Ah.
Yeah.
So what do you have to say?
Proof of laptop, please.
Proof of laptop.
No. We expanded the team. Staker. We have 2 new recruits, and so we have a lot of more like coordination, ramping up the guys on the code base. But it's been a few 2-3 weeks, so now I think people are getting up to speed, and that'll be putting us in very, very interesting positions to deliver more value in the upcoming months. But,
Nice.
Yeah. But to jump on the PulseChain conversation, I think. Not only barely crafty, but everybody's very, very creative, and that makes me smile. That makes me smile a lot.
Yeah,
Awesome.
at least there's the difference between design phase of Hex and Pulse. Like now everybody has an idea. Before, when Richard asked some question, like there was just crickets.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Now everyone is brainstorming.
Just like that.
You gotta do something.
Yeah. Everyone wants to have some coin for free,
I think
go ahead.
I think it will take. I've heard people just saying that it's been prepared for a long time and it'll be dropped soon. And anyone that knows anything about just building software product and even more like a chain or a complex, basically ecosystems of product, because when you're launching a chain, it's not only the network that you will be forking, right? Just copy pasting a database, basically. You can consider that the Ethereum blockchain is just a database with a lot of history of who has been transacting on the network. So copy pasting is easy. That's not the issue. Is that making sure that you bootstrap your ecosystem, the right level of validators or nodes are present. They know they have enough time just to set up the hardware properly. It's been tested on a testnet. That you have a block explorer up and running. You have a fiat to crypto on ramp, or a couple of bridges that'll be able just to move money from other chains to the chain. So all of that coming together, it's many months of work and a lot of people being involved to coordinate these different pieces. Even us, like a Staker team right now, obviously we are a bit looped in and privy to some of these early developments, but we're not there yet, guys. So just we're not talking about the 4 more weeks situation. It's more like a 4 more months situation.
Right on. Hey, Steph, I have a question. So when Richard, obviously not single-handedly, but when he copies the system state, it's everything on there minus a few bad actors, as he said, right? But does it require? I mean, there's got to be some kind of problem with porting everything over. It's not going to instantly work in Bizarro land, right? Whereas the opposite land that we're creating is going to be adopted, right, over time. It can't all work right away.
What kind of problem are you suggesting?
Well, okay, let's say Token X has a back end of all these different things and oracles and whatever. It's very complex. Once it goes over, you've got the token, but everything else still exists on the Ethereum chain, right? So
yeah,
it's just a transaction type of land is what we're going to be putting up. Is that correct?
Yeah, so there's different ways just to do it. Like it's as simple as copying a database, guys. You copy a database of transactions and accounts. they'll be basically available on the new chain. So what you can do, you only design such system or you do such copy. You could say, well, as part of the consensus network of the new chain, I'll make sure that this list of accounts, addresses, could be smart contract addresses, can no longer basically transact on the network, right? So you could copy the entire state of the blockchains with everything that happened in the past, but you could say, well, I want to make sure that maybe some of these smart contract or addresses are blacklisted from the old chains, meaning that now if you want to interact with the pool chains, you need to create like a new wallet in the ecosystem just to play with like the equivalent of Uniswap on the pool chains or other smart contracts, for example.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And Richard says, go ahead, Crafty, go ahead.
If I may, I have an assumption. Can you say if it is a correct one or not? I'm assuming that whenever it happens, months or like weeks from now, it doesn't matter.
Years.
Is it correct to assume? Is that correct to assume that Stakerapp will be one of the first places I will be able to swap my hex, like ETH hex to Pulse hex? Is that the correct assumption or not?
Yeah. So our goal is to make sure that all hexicans are being supported. No one is being left behind. So if people want to make some choices about where they want to tend to transact, whether PulseChain, whether the hex on the X Classic, we'll have to support that because for us as a business, it makes sense just to support all existing hexicans and future hexicans. And if you make the assumption that the PulseChain is also here to basically salvage some of the users that have issues with the fees on Ethereum blockchains, obviously for us it's just going to be much easier just to create an experience even for no coiners or new users, which is our primary target, to support PulseChain. So we don't know enough about the technical details at this point, but it should be in the application something as simple as like a switch to have your hex experience on the existing chain, on the Ethereum chain versus PulseChains for new users. It's likely that for new users, we'll just have the Pulse chain experience, right, altogether. So we don't know yet. There's a couple of like edge cases and situation that we can run into. One thing that is interesting is when people discuss the value of one chain versus the other, I'd say that the market decide and the different economic agents or participants of the market decide where the value lies. Let's say in the next 6 months, we're onboarding 10,000 or 20,000 users. And then as a gateway to X, we decide as a company that we prefer just to support or route new users to PulseChain as a default experience. Well, that means that we'll be creating more value. Well, we'll just choose as an economic participant in the ecosystem where is the most trusted or valid hex, so to speak, right? So when people think about value, you need to think about all the different agents and how much weight they have in the ecosystem. If go.hex.com, for example, decide to present to the user the default experience is just interacting with the PulseChains, and need to make some effort to switch back to Hex Classic, it means that in the future, most of the users will be interacting with PulseChains, right? So when people think about the value on both chains of Hex, I'm very skeptical that the X Classic chain will remain the same value if the fees remains what they are, right? It's not a value proposition for any new user to say, I'm gonna spend $100 or $200 just to staking and unstaking for 3 months because I want to try this new product. It's not a selling point. Nobody will just convert there, which means that the value, most likely, that's my assumption, the value of the existing chains and the hex on the existing will go down over time. Unless ETH 2.0 comes about and is as competitive as PulseChain, right? So, so it's a matter of timeline. But if Pulse is being released soon enough, I believe that the real hex will become the hex on PulseChain. I don't see why the other will return the value over time.
Yeah, I get that. I have no doubts about that. Stakerapp will support both chains, but my question was specifically about swaps because there will be some sort of like clash between like the value discovery between old hex and new hex, and the question was, will Stakerapp provide the platform, the arena for that clash to happen, like to be able to swap easily from Hex on ETH to Hex on Pulse? Will we have that ability on Stakerapp?
I think what may happen is that you will have a bridge between these two chains, Ethereum and PulseChain. And so the X, let's call it for PulseChain, let's call it XP, and for Ethereum XE. So there should be basically some sort of like trading pair on the new chain, or PulseChains, and maybe in other places where people will going to be starting to trade one for the other. So it could be that, yeah, one of the features in the app is say, hey, you're an existing users, you have like a nosy safe and some hex here, and you want to swap it for XP. I think we'll be able just to provide that for users, like kind of like a migration experience, so to speak. Again, it's very early, so we know that that PulseChain is a nice plan just to help with scalability and the price of fees. There's other solution. There's kind of a layer 2 solution that we're also contemplating right now with the team. And for us, it's just a matter of timeline. So we'll just try we have a couple of work stream, competing work stream, and we'll just try to serve our users for whatever solution comes first, right? And obviously that creates a bit more overhead for us, because then you need to, in your application, you need to create an experience that's consistent enough, but also provide bridges or migration paths for moving people over if they prefer just to be on one chain or the other. So yeah, it's a bit more work, but at the end of the day, it's like just if we want adoption, you need to put in the work to make it simpler for people to come in at cheaper cost.
Excellent.
On that note, guys, I need to leave you. I got more work.
No, we're all going to go at the same time. Steph, you can go with us. It's okay.
It's been an hour.
We're out of time. and join us next. Man. Yeah, and join us. Yeah, it was great, Steph. Thanks a lot for coming in and working with us.
Please come back.
This mini format, absolutely. and next week we're gonna definitely get out the calipers and get kinetics up on a chair and make sure that there's no more swelling. And with that, I guess we turn it over to Markable for his patented outro.
Outro. Do it. Oh, we can't do it. No one do it.
We don't have the control. We're waiting.
Wait,
we're
no one can
RG3.
end the stream.
I think that RG3. If RG3
Kepler
doesn't
should be
end
somewhere in chat.
Oh no, then yeah, goodbye.
Well,
okay,
let's just demonetize this thing.
Well, welcome to the extended
Who has
version
some
of
copyright
Wake Up
music to
Hex.
play? Come on, guys.
I'm sending him a message. I'm not sure if he.
Henry's already smoking.
Anyway.
This is great.
We are used to 6-hour live streams.
For joining us. I really appreciate it. Like that's...
And we're on for the second hour in 10, 9, 8. Captain, if you're listening, we've run ashore. So it's